Hey guys, welcome back to Max Cars Dawn of War Unification. Today I have a 1 vs 1 view of one of my favorite maps, Quest Triumph. On the left side we have a lot of squares. I think the Russian name is something with Ogrin playing the Dark Eldar. And on the right side, playing the Death Guard, we have Where's My Teeth, I think it's translated. And we are not alone here. We are joined by Mr Landshark.
Hi there, long time no see.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's been too long. Yeah. So, do you know where your teeth are?
I'd usually take them out before I go to bed. I leave them in a glass full of water, like they do in the 1990s cartoons that I've seen. But yeah, they're always nearby.
Very good to know. Let's see the openers real quick. We have a freaking Mandrake spam here, like 4 Mandrakes for the Dark Eldar. No gen opener. Very aggressive opener here as well. Let's see where this is going to be. Even Mandrake infiltration as well, so this is going to be interesting. The Death Guard would need to build a Knoll more and get some flies out, I guess. Maybe we see if the player
I was going to say,
that.
it's an interesting opening considering that there's only one way to get into the Death Guard base. I imagine that this is going to be for map control because, I mean, if it's not going to do all that much use if he just puts one Knoll Mall in his base. He'll be able to see him all day long.
Yeah, you could build the flies out of it for very little cost, and they I think are also infiltrated and stuff. So this would be the most obvious counter to it, but players sometimes there it goes. Factulant Knollmore, one of my favorite words to say with Death God, I have to say.
It's a word that just rolls off the tongue in the most disturbing and disgusting way.
Yeah.
I'm going to see some Assault Plague Marine squads out, so if these Mandrakes want to tussle, then they'll have to do so against these big boys, and with them being out of double stabby bits, I'm not sure how these Mandrakes are going to deal with them.
Yeah, it's like the most, how should I say, standard, most meta way to play Death God is with Assault Plague Marines and the Plague Lord and some cultists, like 3 cultists normally, 2 to 3 cultists. But yeah, as you said, map control, he denied Death Guard from completely taking anything apart from not even only 2 points in his base. He forgot to keep the strategic point in the back. So very aggressive opener. Something that you can do, as you said, on Quest Triumph, as there's only one entrance to the base. If you can somehow pinpoint the enemy down in his base, you're ways ahead.
Absolutely, and it's been a while since I've seen Vася Ogrin playing a game, but from what I can remember, he is quite an aggressive player. He does love to just get stuck in the middle of things. And I mean, what better faction to pick when you've got that kind of playstyle than the Dark Eldar? I mean, he's already, like I said, done so much. He's now capped that strategic point outside of the Death Guard base. Probably not planning to build anything on top of there, just putting it there just to be annoyance. But those Plague Flies are now spotting them. So look at that. He's not going to overextend. He's just going to go back home, which is remarkable restraint from one so aggressive.
Yeah, there's you have to say he did forgot to build a Tower of Loathing on his side of the map, but other than that, a very good opener here. He was busy microing his Mandrakes in the enemy base, but now we have these flies, we have Assault Plague Marines and a Plague Lord, so he cannot really engage them because they just are, how should I say, stronger units, I guess. Maybe 2 squads of Mandrakes versus 1 squad of Assault Marines. I'm not sure. He decides to not. Or does he? No, he just... Oh, come on, give me a fight.
Maybe, go on, give him something. They might have a little look at these flies to see if they can take him out. We do have a Archon coming out of double Incubi. Going to stun that player log into position. And to be honest, if they can get 2 Tower of Loathings up and upgrade these with some shooty bits, and they can fight here all day long, these Assault Marines are now going to push back. They're going to go for 1 Bubonic Axe, which will certainly help them cut through the Mandrakes, but their numbers, man, there's a lot of them. And with this Archon joining in, that's going to be some serious issues for them. Oh, that's cheeky. A Slave Chamber.
Yeah.
Been slapped down there. Bit naughty, but we'll take it.
Wow, this was great usage. Even the Slave Chamber was really big as well, so they were just stopping the tracks, the Slave Chamber on one side and then the melee units on the other side, but there is quite a lot of plague going on. Did he throw a plague grenade? I haven't seen it completely, but this is a lot of damage over time being dealt to them. I guess it was a plague grenade.
by the looks of it. I mean, both Incubi go down, and they're quite expensive. Mandrakes also not the cheapest units and models in the world, but they'll be fine. They've got a fairly decent economy to play with at the moment, although still no green money coming in, so he's all in. He's tier 1 all in, baby.
He didn't even lose some health on his Plague Marines. They're full health here all day long. Wow.
Well, this is just
Disgusting.
insane. I mean, what's he going to do? Because I mean, yeah, okay, surely he must be starting to build. There we go. Some plasma generators are on the go now. But the problem with Dark Eldar is that, yeah, okay, you can build up your buildings without having to actually build them. They kind of self-build, but it's very slow building. So you can't just build things on the get. Oh no, that Archon. Oh, that's very unfortunate. That's a very expensive loss there. Without their plasma generators, they won't be able to rebuild their Archon anytime soon.
Rip Archon, I say. Yeah, these Plague Marines aren't the fastest units around for sure. But he got what are they called? Disgusting full resilient or something, which gives him a charge as well. We've seen it in action here around this listing post. The best bet for the Dark Eldar would here probably just to hold the line and take up, I guess, and get some more heavier hitters. He's getting a lot of warriors now. You can go warriors, but you would need probably the shredder rifle or something. Okay, he goes for the homunculus lab to get the Cerberites, I guess. But that's a lot of blue money you put in these warriors, and if they can't do anything, that would be very, very bad for him. Let's see how this engagement goes.
Yeah, they're going to be going down south, trying to avoid them, but they will be cut off by some Nurgle cultists. The Flyers are going to be surrounding them. And yeah, double Salt Marines. I mean, they had problems with one, and now there's two of them. And there's nothing scarier than seeing a slow, lumbering, Nurgle-worshipping Space Marine all of a sudden become supersonic speed and then just chase you and start smacking you in the face. It's not exactly a happy time for the Dark Eldar, although they are quite nimble themselves. They will be moving back. Got some Mandrakes going to be coming in, potentially going to screen for them, but while they're infiltrated, they're not going to be able to tie these guys up. So a bit of a double-edged sword there.
Yeah, I would like to see some poison weapons for these Mandrakes. You already have purchased the infiltration, and I don't see any flies here now, so maybe some Mandrakes with poison weapon will at least slow down the regeneration rate on these Plague Marines, and also maybe screw with their passing. But we now have the vehicle building ready for Dark Eldar. He's now getting for Dark Matter Blasters, which is an AoE damaging thingy. I thought he would go for the shredder rifles to take down one model at a time, but let's see how it goes once these are equipped. And I'm really excited, or I'm wanting to know if the Death God is tier 2, but I don't see any indication yet. So both players a heavy tier 1.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, this is quite a dedication to tier 1. Both sides using their grenades to full effect. Slowing down, well, not these grenades don't necessarily slow them down, but I mean, these individual models don't have that much health, so one grenade on them is certainly going to. I mean, what the squad in the middle, no model in there's got any green health going for them. So, Tower of Loathing now finally been upgraded with some shooty bits now. But is it too late? This is quite a serious amount.
Yeah, I'm really worried about the Dark Eldar. He goes for the Warrior Cerebrite leader. He needs to go for their special weapons as well. They get, like, is it called shredder rifles, or yeah, they can get the leader weapons. They do also quite a lot of damage, but the Assault Plague Marines they don't care. they move on. Like 3 squads of Assault Plague Marines. This is some commitment. That's most certainly not optimal, because there's not enough places around of the map where they can engage really. But going into the range of this Dark Death God listening post. Jesus.
Oh, no.
Ouch.
And that Plague Spreader does a certain amount of damage. I mean, that squad just been absolutely wiped out from the face of the earth. Although I am hearing some. There we go, some Mandrakes in the base. In fact, 2 squads in total, so they are going to be slicing around these Scourge generators, which will force the Assault Plague Marines to come back home. And so that gives the Dark Eldar a little bit of breathing room. He is taking into tier 2 now, about 79% of the way that Death Guard not even started their tier 2. Oh no, have they?
They are tier 2. They're now adding the Tribulation Mount. They're probably going for the next more nasty thing you can do, which is the, what are they called again? Oh, these guys with the head grenades and whatnot. We also see a magnificent whatever, the Plague Caster. which
yeah, it's not quite the same name as a Feculent Nalmar.
No,
it's quite roll for tongue in the same way, does it?
But he has a pretty cool balls throwing ability, so let's see. And we have a serious attack now from the Dark Eldar. They have still quite a lot of the map. The economy is 140 to 50 to only 92 and 10. The Death Guard can be very cost effective with its units, as we saw earlier. But yeah, there's at a certain point you will need to have more of the map.
Yeah, even though he's been able to go around and punish all these warrior squads, it's not really been expanding, not really been capitalizing on any kind of push he's been able to make. And now that the warrior squads have been able to like set up, you know, because so far they've kind of just been like running around, but now they've been able to actually stand still for a moment and get some shots off, doing a little bit better. Mandric squad being hit by some grenades, not looking all too fresh and fancy anymore. One Tribulation Mound. I've been finished. Oh no, you are close to being finished. It looked like as if it was nearly there. And oh, Raider coming in. That's going to cause some issues. Will land smack bang in the middle. Going to cause them some morale issues, but the Assault Plague Marines don't seem to mind. Their morale is actually quite strong in the grand scheme of things. So this Raider's not going to do all that well, considering that he's now surrounded with nowhere to escape here.
Yeah, I saw that the Raider was built and was questioning why, because it is mostly used for carrying troops around, but this map is really small in the sense, and also there are no vehicles around, and he is even building another Raider. I don't really understand why he would go for Raiders if he could go for, I don't know, get Venom or something out, or what are they called, the guys with the wings? Yeah, the Scorches. He's getting Scorches, but his population is full. The Scorches is a more natural way of continuing this anti-infantry approach here. What do you get from the Tribulation Mount? We get a Noxious Blightbringer.
Oh, those guys are insane. Their building bashing capability is just amazing. But I imagine that the Raiders, like, if they stay on the northern side of the Death Guard base and just jump over, because I mean, on the back lines, they've got 2 listening posts that have not been upgraded, so they're going to be quite easy pickings, and also a couple of Scourge generators in there as well. Yeah. So if the Death Guard push out, and with them being quite slow, that'll give the Raider plenty of time to kill some stuff, but he's gone back. Oh, he's going to pick up some lads. He's going to do some taxi service, maybe.
Yeah, it most certainly looks like it. I'm really, how should I say, what you said, that he does not have to upgrade the listening post in his base. If you have only a handful of points and the enemy has quite a lot, you must upgrade your listening post, or your economy is so much behind. We see that there's a full gangbang on this Tower of Loathing here, but half of the guys are not attacking. That's what I said, that a certain amount of Assault Marines will have limited usages, because yeah, you cannot hit everything.
Yeah, I was thinking that with the gangbang in mind, that Tower of Loathing became a Tower of Loving by the looks of it. Raider just coming in straight in off the bat, getting involved in close combat, which is probably not where you want to get involved in when you've got Assault Plague Marines. You kind of want to deal with them at range. But he's engaging in combat here, and to be honest, like, you can kind of leave that Tower of Loathing to go down, because I mean, you already, I mean, if you look at his economy at the moment, he's got such a blue money float that he doesn't really need to sacrifice anything major to get that. Although another Raider is going to come in and split the army in two, allowing these warrior squads to focus on one unit at a time. Also got a Raider on the top of the hill, but the Dark Warriors inside there are not going to be able to contribute to the fight as much as they were hoping.
Yeah, there's also an engine limitation in that the warriors inside of the Raider will not use their special weapons. That's hard-coded. They will only use their standard weapons, so all the money he put in the Dark Matter Blaster is for naught if they are in the Raider. I'm still stunned why he's choosing Raiders, to be honest. Yes, maybe about the disruption, I guess. Yeah, it kind of seemed working out here.
Yeah, it's I mean, I suppose, like, if one doesn't work, just get 3 and just keep on getting them until, I mean, it's gone for the 4th one now.
Jesus.
So, I mean, why not? And these Plague Marines now have got nowhere to really go. They're surrounded on all sides, and every time they get a moment to run about, well, the Raiders just going to jump on them again. So I suppose it's just constant disruption from the Raiders' point of view.
Yeah, a lot of pew pew from all sides from the Dark Eldar here. The purple pew pew that is. Yeah, some what are they called again? The Havocs would be needed here. They would certainly deal with these Raiders, no problemo. Is he going for them? Yeah, they're actually just hitting the field. The first squad of Plague Havocs. I was missing them so dearly. No, not really, but...
Well, yeah, you always see at least one squad of Plague Havocs. Normally the limit of 2, just because they're good against infantry and vehicles, so you'd be kind of a fool to not go for them. There's no composition of the Death Guard that doesn't benefit from the Havocs. But there we go. Look, seeing that those Plague Blight doofery doodads coming in, throwing some grenades about, taking out one Raider, another Raider already on red health, another on yellow health. So they're actually doing a fair amount of damage at the moment.
Yeah, that's the foul Blightspawn has these head grenades that do absurdly amount of damage. It's one of the most overpowered units for the Death Guard as is. I keep tabs on them to know what to suggest to be nerfed or buffed. And yeah, the foul Blightspawn is one of the units that get nerfed. The Havoc is one unit that gets nerfed. So yeah, there we have it.
Yeah, I've seen in many games where what players will do is that they will take a couple of foul blight spawns and then just run them into the base, almost like what Imperial Guard do with priests. Just send individual heroes in and bash everything. But look at this, a murder of crows as these Scourges get their Heat Lancers ready to jump into the Death Guard base, and they're going to cause some serious problems if they're not dealt with ASAP.
Yeah, I'm kind of still stunned that he's still putting out Raiders and more Raiders and more Raiders. He has the Witch Cult Arena, I see, so get some Venoms out. Venoms are better at anti-infantry and can also get the Heat Lance if you need anti-vehicle as well. So, but he's tier 3 now, so he can get the big thing out. Does he have the relic? He can get the, what is it called? The flyer, the big old flyer unit, relic flyer in tier 3.
Oh, the Void Phoenix, I think.
Yes.
Or one of them, yeah. Although the Scourges, right, they just jumped into the base and then they saw one Plague Havoc squad and thought, nope, we don't deal with this, and then all 3 jumped out before any kinds of things going on. Although I suppose they are a bit worried that these Assault Marines, who I don't think they've got a squad wipe on any of these squads as of yet, they've been true and blue all the way through, and they're just not dying. They're just nothing seems to be killing these guys.
I think one squad died maybe, but maybe not. Maybe you're right. They're all good, but these Scourges with their now they have all now Heat Lances, and Heat Lances will probably not be good against infantry, I guess. So you have now anti-vehicle weapons firing at these tanky lads. Also the Raiders doing mainly anti-vehicle. If anything, the Raiders is not known for dealing much damage at all by themselves. So yeah, I'm still stunned by this unit composition, and more Raiders coming. Come on, give me something different.
He's in tier 3 and he's like, nope, I want Raiders forever. Although he's going to go for some Warp Beasts.
Yes.
So these guys will certainly be doing some mad damage if they are able to survive in close combat. Not sure how the Assault Plague Marine squads do for morale damage, but those Warp Beasts got to be really careful with their morale.
Yeah, do we have like more than one Plague Havoc squad? I only see one.
Yeah, we've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4 Assault Plague Marine squads and 1 Plague Havoc squad. So this is now we don't. Who needs guns in the 41st millennium? When 41st millennium, just carry around knives, 2 knives each.
Yeah,
and you'll be able to win, maybe.
Some rusty kitchen knives. Let's go. Oh,
there we go. Plague Havocs taking out that one Raider. What a beautiful volley going on there.
Yeah. Probably the second one is also pretty dead here. He has quite a big float, the Dark Eldar player. I'm, as I say, I am waiting for something else. He gets some economy upgrades. He's getting Cortesques. These are beautiful units. They will probably deal in melee combat very well against these assault chaos guys here. But yeah, we will see how these Chimera, what I call these Warp Beasts deal. But yeah, there's just so many assault marines. Holy moly!
Yeah. I mean, they were coming from the right-hand side, trying to flank those Plague Havocs, but then the moment they got anywhere close, the morale was instantly broken, and again, still broken now, so that kind of, I mean, just been thrown away here, not able to really contribute to anything. Even when the Beastmaster is able to whip them back into shape, morale's just broken again instantly, so probably not the way forward in this situation, I think.
Yeah, he's now kind of getting the memo that you cannot fight this whole blob of Death Guard units. He's trying to take down the listening post, as I said, these raiders, they don't do a whole lot of damage against anything really. These are transport vehicles and having this jump ability. That's what they are, and nothing more. Venoms
these raiders are coming.
Yeah, Venoms would be the obvious choice here, and he's still producing raiders. It's so much wasted.
Oh, he's just put them on auto build. That's what he's done. We do have some grotesques coming out, and I mean these guys are certainly just as tanky, if not more tanky, in close combat than the Assault Plague Marines. But there are a lot of them. Like we said, there are 4 squads of them in total at the moment.
Yeah,
and I just don't know. I don't understand Vася Ogrin's build composition at the moment. Maybe he's just playing with his food at the moment. He's thinking, oh yeah, I've got the map domination, so I'll be fine. But we've seen it before. You know, people get a little bit cocky. They kind of try and enjoy the game. And it's like, nope. The other player will catch up, and they will get you at some point.
Yeah, the Death Guard actually got quite a good economy going now as well. They get like 109 and something green, which is playable, very much playable against the Dark Eldar 140 something. So if the Dark Eldar is not careful, they will lose this game. Although they had quite the big advantage. The Scourges are firing away at these Assault Marines, but they had the idea early on getting into the base. But these Grotesques dealing quite a lot of damage. I see a lot of Marines exploding left and right.
Yeah, the Grotesques are, well, part of the pun, but they're quite gross in close combat. They just kill everything and then they don't die, but they are looking like they're faltering now. They're not quite got the same stability as the Assault Marines. In fact, going to be a squad wipe in just a few moments now. But still, more raiders are coming in. We do now have, there we go, we've got they're not called Warp Beasts, they're called Chimera Packs. They are now going to go around and start assaulting the Death Guard economy, which is quite nice. Gonna split the attention of Where's My Teeth here.
Yeah, he certainly was wondering where are his listening posts now. So let's see, there's another Blight Spawn here. Both players are very, how should I say, resilient on their ways to play. Now we have Desecrator, which should deal with these chimeras. The Grotesques should be replaced as soon as he can. There's even I think a tier 4 upgrade for them, which increases their already absurd regeneration rate even more and gives them demon armor high instead of infantry armor. So this will make them even stronger. But he's like these raiders in Overwatch is really taxing on his green money income. So this wasn't the best choice, as we explained multiple times now.
But now we've got a Desecrator on the field. Dark Eldar have now got an actual vehicle unit to focus on. So I'm thinking that the Death Guard shouldn't really be building any vehicles at the moment. They've still got a nice bit of squad cap left to play with here. So maybe just focusing on some more elite infantry, because going vehicles at the moment is not going to do him any favors.
Yeah, speaking of unit caps, I just noticed they have like the increased unit caps enabled as well, which is totally fine if you both agree on it. But yeah, this Desecrator is not dying anytime soon. Yes, you have some anti-vehicle stuff here, but it also has, I thought it has regeneration, but it actually does not have, but it has a lot of HP. And these Scourges need to fly away every second or two. And yeah, I think more raiders will solve the problem, I guess. No, I'm not sure.
We are seeing a Soul Cage on the way, so potential for the big units coming out. That is where they get all their relic units, but it takes a while for them to come out. And with these Assault Marines now on the very doorstep of Vася Ogrin, this is, will he be able to keep the structure online as these Scourges now try and hold back all this infantry?
Yeah, that's the Soul Cage at the front could be killed, so his tech will be reset. He also had a second fortress now, a second HQ, because he couldn't get enough power because he spent it all on the freaking raiders. My god, what is going on here?
Yeah, I mean, the Death Guard's got a good surplus of blue money and green money, so even if he loses this engagement, he could just rebuild everything. Dark Eldar, like you say, they spent all the green money on raiders. They don't quite have that same level of flexibility. And if they want to build those high tier units, they've now got to wait a fair while, which is not what you want when the game is now on a knife's edge.
Yeah, you should stop the rate of production ASAP and get the money for your Dice of Destruction or something, because you're out tier 4 now, you have a relic, so get this freaking relic unit out, I guess. Death Guard losing quite a lot of models here as well, as there are the new build Grotesque in here. The Grotesque is basically making this unit composition kind of work here. And more raiders.
Without those Grotesques, those Assault Marines would be able to just wipe. Not necessarily, I mean, they take a while to kill the raiders, but they can just kind of ignore the raiders. They don't need. It's like a complete non-problem for them. Just leave the Havocs to kill the raiders and let the Assault Marines just go about their business by destroying all the buildings.
Yeah, I mean, we could also see some more units from the Death Guard here as well. They are tier 2 as well, and I was looking for. Yeah, okay, there we have one plague. A plague burst crawler, but it is getting ganked by some scourges here. But there's a Gnolmor getting how should I seeded? They get seeded by a Gnolmor here and die. So this was sad indeed. But we have now Trueborn, which is your tier 4 high-end infantry for the Dark Eldar. Let's see how this will fight here. But I was looking away for a second, and now all raiders and all infantry is dead. Holy moly.
I was going to say, I mean, yeah, okay, Trueborn, they are probably the coolest looking unit for the Dark Eldar, but, I mean, squad size of 7, 8 if you include the Drakon. Are they going to be able to kill this unending horde of Assault Plague Marines? I'm not entirely sure. Soul Cage is about to go down, it's not built anything. Have we stopped the Raider production? We have. We've now got Dice of Destruction on the way, and also got a Razor Wing Jet Fighter on the go as well, so that's useful. Able to cube those units before the Soul Cage went down, so that's quite nice.
Yeah, finally.
Dice of Destruction now full of ladies and boys ready to bring in the hurt. Yeah. Whether they're is it a Dark Scythe ability? I completely forget what their ability is called, but hopefully they'll be able to do something against this tide.
There it is. Wow. It's the pimp wagon here coming in. Some people like to call it, because it's basically that. But he's a little too close to this Plague Havocs. He needs to go a little away. Also, these Assault Marines are hitting his dudes and slaves there, so that's nothing he wants to have. The Plague Burst Crawler hitting in from the far, 2 Plague Burst Crawlers, but there is Scourges now trying to hit them again, which is the absolutely right move. The Razorback, and what is it called? Not Razorback, these Razor, whatever, something with R. Razorwing Jet Fighter, all the vehicles begin with R for Dark Eldar.
Apparently so.
Another Grotesque out now here as well, so this is now the time to hold, because there is no second time here, I guess.
And one thing I've noticed as well for Dark Eldar is that they have not used any of their soul abilities. Like, if they just had one slave chamber, and one slave just collecting souls all the way through, there was many opportunities in this game where a Soulstorm just smack bang in the middle of all those Plague Marines would have done absolutely devastating damage. But sad to see that we've not seen that. But you kind of see that a lot with Dark Eldar players. They kind of, they tend to forget that, kind of like some Sisters of Battle players will just forget that faith is a resource that they have access to. Dice of Destruction, it's got nowhere to maneuver. It's kind of just trying to wobble between all these lads, but they've got nowhere to go.
If anything, he's passing these Assault Marines so they do not fight. It's a little BM moment here, I guess, but it's okay. There's now suddenly a whole lot of Dark Eldar units and a whole lot of dead Death Guard units, but there are like one of the coolest units coming in, the Death Shroud Terminators, with their size, absolutely vital, absolutely mayhem unit in melee. But they do not want to fight, I guess. They move through here, getting hit on all sides and probably die here in a second. So we see the cool units, we see them come, we see them go.
I was going to say, yeah, they were kind of like just like giving these chimeras a kiss on the cheek and refusing to go. Oh, here comes a feculent Nalmal. Look at that. Just spawning in the middle, and these Nalmals are just deadly. Well, when they survive, obviously,
yes,
but
yes.
That was not a long-lived Nalmal by any stretch of the imagination. Dark Eldar managing to survive just by the skin of their teeth there. That was incredible to watch.
Yeah, that's the GG call from the Death Guard here. I mean, the writing was on the wall from a long time ago. There was why is not the game still running? Because there's probably one building still alive. Yeah, it's if he built something else than raiders, he would have won earlier. As I said, the venoms would be better. Some form of infantry, more scourges. I don't know. Even Rex. He didn't build Rex from the HQ. Rex are also very good at melee. It's kind of like grotesques, but not as super strong in melee. Yeah, it's from the decision making. Not the best game, but a lot of action here, left and right. And yeah, it sometimes makes for really long, prolonged fights. We had like raiders jumping in assault marines for minutes here, which was kind of the sight, I have to say.
Absolutely, we like a bit of action.
Yeah, before we finish this little game here, do you want to plug some of your channel stuff here?
Oh yeah, so I do a YouTube channel as well, only a little channel. We do some Unification stuff, Pro, Ultimate Apocalypse, themed games and all that good stuff. We also have a Discord where all the good things happen. So yeah, if you want to check all that stuff out, feel free to come along for the ride.
Yeah, little channel. It's Mr Landshark is the most, how should I say, the guy with the most subscribers for any active Dawn of War channel, Dawn of War only channel, I have to say. So. Yeah, if you want to see more of Dawn of War of any kind, he is the place to go. Okay, with this I would say as usual, thanks for watching guys, and see you in the next video.
Peace.